All right, this is a bizarre story out of Florida. 3 people are found brutally murdered in their homes, but here's where it gets strange. Police say the killing may be connected to witchcraft and has something to do with a rare blue moon. 48 Hours Crimesider reporter Julia Dahl is here with me to talk about this. Thanks for being here, Julia.
Thank you for having me.
So fill us in on this case.
Right, so on Friday, police in Pensacola, Florida found the bodies of 3 people, a 77-year-old woman and her 2 grown sons inside their home. All 3 had suffered blunt force trauma and had their throats slit, and one of the sons had been shot in the head. The sheriff on Tuesday said that he thinks that one of the murder weapons was a claw hammer and that each victim suffered multiple blows. He also said that he believes the family was actually killed 3 days earlier on Tuesday, and that both sons were tall men who would have been very physically intimidating, but that there was no sign of forced entry. But what's got everybody talking about this is that yesterday at a press conference, the sheriff said that they were investigating the possibility that these killings were ritualistic in nature and might have been connected to Friday's blue moon.
Wow. Well, we actually have that sheriff talking about that. Let's listen.
Initial research has led us to believe that there's a potential that it was a ritualistic killing. Our person of interest has some ties to a faith and/or religion that is indicative of that. It's witchcraft. I'll say that right now.
Witchcraft. So, do police have any suspects?
Right now, they have interviewed someone that they're just calling a person of interest, and he is being described only as a white male who has some sort of affiliation with witchcraft.
So, and who are these victims? Just take us through who they are.
So the victims are 77-year-old Von Sill Smith and her sons, 49-year-old Richard Smith and 47-year-old John Smith. The sheriff described the family as very reclusive. They'd apparently lived in the home for many years, but neighbors rarely saw them, and most of them had never interacted with the family at all. Richard Smith, interestingly enough, works for the Department of Homeland Security in some kind of critical position, and that's actually part of the reason why we're only hearing about this now. They found the bodies on Friday, but they had to do a lot of investigating to make sure they do not think that this killing had anything to do with his work at the Department of Homeland Security. The sheriff also said that while the family didn't act or live as if they were wealthy, they were very financially secure, and that police reportedly found a safe inside the home with many thousands of dollars in it, so they don't think that robbery was a motive.
Wow. It is, really mysterious. This is
very mysterious.
Very mysterious.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to stay on top of it for us, Julia. Thank you so much. And remember, you can track updates on this investigation and read up on all the other crime stories of the day at cbsnews.com/crimesider.